Hey everyone, it's Ashley here from Ascension NXT, and I've decided to pre-record the New Earth Messages readings because I feel like it's easier for me to channel without being live. The live ABC readings are actually going to be moved to YouTube, so no more Facebook live ABC readings, the weekly readings. You never know, I may pop up on Facebook every once in a while and do something like that. But I'm really feeling YouTube, so definitely follow this page and you will receive notifications for when I go live, and I will put the events also on Facebook so you know when I will be doing them. All right, so today we are channeling into the collective energy. I have the energy of Archangel Micheal, Mother Mary, and Mary Magdalene with me. So we're going to see what comes through. But I'm really feeling called to talk about the fear that is running rampant collectively right now. It's been something that I've been talking about, but we're going to channel more into it with these energies of the Archangels and Ascended Masters, because I know that they have some things to say and how we're dealing with this energy. And also, too, what energies that we can imprint to counteract all the fear that is kind of running rampant. So I'm going to call in Archangel Micheal first because he is the one that I feel is around me right now. So let's do that, and you may feel the energy shift. And we're going to start with the angel card. So I'm going to start with the Kyle Gray Angel Prayer deck. Right there. Ooh, and there's already cards coming out. All right, let's see what we have going on. So the first thing that Micheal keeps bringing up is like the belief. The first thing he keeps talking about is like the belief in your ability to channel, the belief in your ability to connect to your intuition. I feel like a lot of people always lean on other people for this. And Micheal keeps saying right now, you know, it's really important that you trust your own intuition at this point. And as we move along further through time on the planet, it's going to become very imperative that everyone trust in their own intuitive skills. It's great to receive guidance for others, but especially during times of chaos, we really want to tap into our higher selves. Normally, like it should be naturally every day, we reach to a point where we're like, not even reaching, because it's really not reaching. It's really about going within. And it's just about listening to what your higher self is saying, your body is saying, and your mental and emotional mind are saying to you. Like, what are they telling you that you need to work on? What is going to be for your highest and best? What are things that are going to help you stay protected during these times of when there is a lot of chaotic energy? It's up to you to kind of figure that out for yourself. There are people that are guides that can help with that, but it's really up to you to make those decisions for you and what is best for you. So a lot of times during times of chaos, people love to go and run and receive advice from other people because they feel really scared, and it's not something that is going to help you learn to trust your own intuitive ability. So if you're constantly running to somebody else for information or for them to tell you something that you want to hear, you're actually pulling yourself further back in the evolution process, and you're really disconnecting yourself from your own intuitive ability. Like, again, it's great to have guidance, it's great to have support from other people, but you should always trust yourself first. So that is the first message that is coming in. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Leap of Faith card. And from what I remember, this card was coming up a lot when I was reading into the energy of 2020. And it's actually really funny because I was thinking about a few things where I'm like, maybe I should just take the leap. You know, maybe I should just jump right into it. So if you're feeling that energy, then maybe you should, but let me channel into this and see what it's saying for the collective right now. There are a lot of things that we're going to have to say yes to that we feel very uncomfortable with. So I feel like that is like taking the leap, you know? It's also too, for some reason I keep feeling in this card, it's like setting an example. So like when I look at this card, I see the angel flying high with the light and the beams of light. And she even looks like really, really strong, like really confident in herself and where she's going and what she's doing. But I almost look at her as like other people are down on the ground and they're looking at her and they're like, oh my God, look at her go. Like, look at how confident she is in herself. Look at how powerful she is. Look at how much energy and courage she has. I feel like this is a message from Micheal saying this needs to be you. Like, you need to be an example to people who maybe aren't awakened yet, you know, they really can't see through all the fear mongering. They're just staying in the fear. It's like you leading by example, taking action and, you know, being a leader in a sense and really pulling yourself together so other people will follow. And if you're watching this, you know what it is that you need to do. Like, you know, like maybe it's in your workplace and you just need to like shed some more positivity. You know what I mean? Like maybe people are really down right now. They're really nervous. Like what can you do to be in this situation with people in your life who may not be or have that courage at the moment? What can you do to shift that? If you're watching this, I feel fully confident that you can embody this energy. So I'm writing this stuff down. Okay. All right, so next I'm going to open the Alice in Wonderland deck, the Tarot in Wonderland. And the reason why I really love this tarot is because the metaphors are great. So when you're a reader, you really, I mean, me personally, I really like to look into the metaphors of things. And this deck is a little bit more connected to illusion, delusion, dream world. It's a lot of it's different energy than the regular tarot, but the images really connect a lot with the regular. So sometimes you get tarot cards and they're like nothing like the regular tarot, but this connects to the tarot. It just has a different underlying energy to it, more fantasy type of energy. Okay, well, let's see what comes up here. So we're still connecting to Micheal, and I can feel the energy of Mary Magdalene wanting to come in. So we will connect with her shortly. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to be receiving some energies for the week. Like, what do we have from Tuesday to Tuesday coming in? So let's see. We have the Page of Wands. Ooh, Eight of Cups upside down. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. These are very interesting cards. Okay, so we have Page of Wands. Interesting, it's a lizard. Which I have my own little theory on this right here. The Eight of Cups. But it's upside down, which is interesting. And I'm putting it next to the lizard. So, you know, we know about those reptilian beings. And it's not to say that all reptilians are bad, but this is what I'm feeling in this card, is it has a lot to do with the reptilian energy, which creates a lot of fear. So I'm going to go into that. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, who's like total opposite, I feel like, of the Page of Wands. Usually the Knight of Pentacles has it all together, but him in this deck, he feels a little off, you know? He feels like he's wearing like a pan wrapped around his chest. Like he's not fully prepared for what's happening. So very interesting energies. All right, so let's see. Let's go to the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands in this looks very calculated. He kind of looks like he knows what's going on. I'm just going to go into the fact that I feel like there are other forces connected to the reptilian energy that really know how to hypnotize humanity. They really know how to pull in all of this lower vibrational energy. And we're talking about wands here, so we're talking about using magic. So again, to me, it's confirming there are other forces that are using magic right now that is not for the highest and best of humanity. And a lot of us out there, we already know that. We're already aware. But it's really funny the way he looks, because he looks so not threatening to me, even though he does seem a little bit calculated and he seems smart. But the way that his appearance comes off is like very almost like childlike to me. So he seems like does he really have it all together? Does he really know the energy that he's putting out there? I feel like he does, but overall, looking at it like as a whole, to me, it's almost like an immature energy coming in, getting really frustrated and angry because the vibrations keep getting higher and higher on the planet, and it's trying to sabotage things like a little child. Like, that is what I'm feeling right now. And maybe you looking at it from that perspective could shift some of your fears, because we also have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is upside down. So to me, it's kind of like, are you ready to transition? Are you ready to shift? Because it shows the doors opening. Like, we just had a full moon yesterday, and it shows that there are new doors opening. But are you really ready to walk away from all of this and walk through those new doors? Because to me, even looking at the card right now, I feel like she's questioning leaving those cups. She's questioning leaving everything that she knows. She's questioning leaving everything that she's comfortable with. But she knows that she needs to do it. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles here, who normally the Knight of Pentacles to me is very well put together, but in this he's not. He's got like a little pan on his chest, like he doesn't have real armor. He's kind of hanging off of the horse. I don't really think he knows where he's going. Maybe he does. It even looks like there's something broken on the bottom because he kind of just, threw himself up there. And then we have, above all of this, we have the Leap of Faith card. Which to me, again, is confirming you may not have it all together. There may be forces out there that may seem more powerful than you, may seem like they know more than you, but do they really? Do they really know more than you? Because anything that's really on that lower frequency can't really tap into the higher frequency unless it has an entity or an energy that understands that. Because there are entities in the lower frequencies that can understand the higher frequencies, but they still can't tap in the way that like an ascended master can. They are limited in what they see and know due to the path that they choose. So know that you have the option to really open up your perspective and release those limitations, but you have to really release things that you may feel very comfortable with. So it's kind of up to you to decide at this point. I'm drinking my lemon water, and it's really good. I'm running out, so I need to get more. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. I'm going to pull from the Starseed deck. So we have, I'm not sure if I showed you the Tarot in Wonderland, but this is a deck that I use a lot. That was the last deck that I used. And then we have the Starseed Oracle deck. Keep hearing too, like, what is like wasting your time right now? What are you wasting your time on? It's like almost like you're wasting your time on information that you don't need to know. You know, that was just something that dropped in. Okay, we're connecting with Mary Magdalene now, so we're going to shift the energy a little bit, and I'm going to bring her in. I'm getting itchy. Okay. One thing that Mary Magdalene is saying is that it's harder to find your confidence in the chaos. And that's how you know where your real strength is, when you can find the confidence in the chaos. So if you can find confidence when everything is just nandy dandy pandy, a lot of people can do that. You know what I mean? A lot of people can do that. So how can you up-level yourself so you can find your confidence in this chaos? Because that's real strength right there. You know, and she's even like showing me a warrior on the battlefield. How many warriors piss and shit themselves before they go into war? And then who are the ones that really hold it down on the battlefield in all that chaos? Well, there's limbs and blood and chunks flying everywhere. There's people that hold it down on that battlefield. You know, and not that we're on a battlefield, but, you know, technically we do live on a planet with a lot of duality right now. That's just how it is, you know? So, how are you holding the light in all this chaos, through all this darkness? Check in with yourself daily. How are you holding the light in that? That's interesting because I was talking about childlike energy. Okay, let's see. All right, so first card we have is Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. The second card that we have is Surrender to the Sweetness. And the third card we have is Star Family. You're a part of a team of souls. Call in support. Very interesting. So we have this card connected to the Page of Wands, and this is where I was talking about the childlike energy. So just like this energy or these entities have access to the knowledge, to create the magic, to create the chaos, to create the fear, to create the lack, to create the scarcity, we also, as children of the cosmos, have that intelligence that lies within us. That's exactly what this card is saying. And that is, you know, it's something that Mary Magdalene is saying is like, if they could do this, you could do that. But you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in the magic within you. So you're not accessing it. All magic is belief. People think that like with magic, it's like, you know, you do have to study a lot and go through a regimen to really practice magic. But magic is in nature. Magic is within all of us. We are the creators. I really believe we are the creators. We are gods. You know, we are a piece of the creator. We create what we want in our reality. And like we have so much knowledge dormant within us as humans, as a collective, and it's all beginning to come out now. And then the energies that are in control are acting like little children, and they're kind of like throwing little hissy fits. So they're doing things like, I'm not saying that the coronavirus isn't real, because I do think that it's real, but I don't believe in all the hype behind it. I don't believe that it's something that you need to be fucking afraid of all the time. I don't don't think that you need to run to Target and buy all the fucking bleach. I don't think that you have to put Purell on your fucking hands all the time. This is all bullshit in order to make you feel afraid, because every time that you're applying that fucking Purell, thinking of the coronavirus, you are actually pulling that energy into your field more instead of pushing it away. So a lot of people think I'm protecting myself by putting Purell on my hands from the coronavirus, and if you're doing it in fear, you're actually pulling in more of that energy. Like, I live right near a park, and I can't even tell you how many people I can hear out my fucking window, because my window's open, talking about the coronavirus. Like, shut the fuck up. You're polluting my house with your negative energy, because I don't want to hear it. You know? I was doing an activation outside the other day, and I had to shut off my recording and like pause it because they were walking by talking about the coronavirus. Why don't we talk about solutions here? Why don't we talk, like, I sat with a few of my friends yesterday for like 5 hours that I haven't seen in a while, and we were literally like laughing and giggling. The coronavirus came up for maybe like 20 minutes. It wasn't a part of our reality. Maybe like making fun of it was, but it wasn't a part of our reality. You know what I mean? But what is a part of every human being's reality, even if you don't believe in the hype of the coronavirus, is the fear that is being spread. And how is this fear affecting you in your reality? And how is you, as a child of God, a child of the cosmos, a child that is galactically connected and has all of this information in their being, not using it? Tap into that so you can tell Mary Magdalene's around me right now. All right. Fear will do nothing but bring... hang on. There's a message coming in. Fear brings more fear. Worrying brings more worrying. Stress brings more stress. Anxiety brings more anxiety. It's like tumbling down a fucking hill and you're just rolling around until you get to the bottom. And you know what? The fucking bottom of the ground can give out on you if you don't just get up right away and start moving and walking forward. All right, so the next energy that we have is surrender to the sweetness. I mean, the next card. So it's actually a very beautiful card. And then this is below the Eight of Cups. And it's also, we have the water here too. So you can see the water in the surrender to the sweetness card. And we have cups. So see these cards, how these cards are connecting is pretty amazing. It's just walking away from the bullshit. I mean, that's really all you need to do. It's just like walking away, being like deciding and saying, no, I decide to walk through this door and walk into this reality and leave behind what I've been taught as a human, that when everyone is in panic and fear, I need to be in panic and fear too, just to be like, who the fuck wants to be like them? Not me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to fucking talk about it, man. There were people like, I went out to eat the other day and the waitress talking about it. And she wouldn't shut up. It's like I had to like clean my food before I ate it. Because you're talking about fucking virus. And you're giving me food. Like, stop doing that shit. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy. My candle just made a noise. Make love to life. So I'm not an astrologer, but from what I understand is something is happening with Venus. So maybe check on that. I know there was a transition with Venus and something with Venus is shifting. So not really sure what is happening there, but I feel like it's connected to whatever this is and the energy of moving forward. So if you do know that, definitely comment in the thread, because like I'd like to know. But like, to me, this is how I see the world in the future. Not the doom and gloom, but really, this is how I see the world. This is the world I'm moving to. Living in, wanting to be in. So we have a choice here, people. We have a choice of we can go into this beautiful world, or we have a choice of collectively we could go in backwards. That's because that's what this energy is trying to do, is bring humanity backwards. And we don't want to do that. We want to move forward. And you're a part of that moving forward. You are a piece of that. And then we have the last card here, which is Star Family card. You're part of a team of souls, call in support. So this is over the Knight of Pentacles. How interesting. Call in support. So like this to me is saying you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to wear that pan on your chest. We actually have some armor that you can wear if you're going into battle. It's like calling in support from the divine. It definitely looks like he's kind of disheveled and needs some help. And then you think about it too, and it's like the lizards have access to the Magick, you know? They have access to beings in the astral that are helping them create all this chaos. We have access to beings in the astral that can help us calm all this chaos. But a lot of the time, we don't fucking believe it. We just don't believe it. This is why I'm doing the World Service Activation. I don't care if you donate a fucking dollar. Join that group. I'm putting the link in. All you need to do is just donate. You'll get a link to the private Facebook group, and I'm going live tomorrow at 7 p.m. And we're going to go in, and we are just going to dispel of some of this fear energy collectively. I'll put the link below. It'll be in a private Facebook group. You can have access to it if you can't watch the live. But this is exactly what I'm doing in the World Service Activation. I'm just calling in my team. And we're taking a ride around the world. And we are just putting in more positive energy. We are just dispelling of the negative. Dispelling of the fear. It's really not as hard as people think that it is. It's really, really not. Because part of the illusion that these energies create is that it's so hard for you to get out of the shit. When in reality, you're creating more of what they want by being a part of their illusion. You don't need to be a part of it anymore. There are ways that you can get out. There are ways that you can make your life better. There are ways that you can make humanity better. Help humanity become in a better place. Okay, I think that is it for today. Thank you for joining in and watching this reading. So there will be a New Earth Messages reading posted every other Tuesday. And then the Tuesdays in between will be the pick a card reading. So thank you all for joining in. Definitely like, subscribe, share, and follow, and all of that fun stuff. I'll put all my other social media links below. And I hope you all enjoyed. And go out there and be this. And things will change. All right. I'll see y'all soon. And have a good night. Morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. Bye.